Hi and a very warm welcome to this video where we will upgrade the old Hornby LMS Composite coaches to hopefully models that look better running around the layout. Now these are old coaches, the Hornby ones I've had since 1981 for Christmas, but I added to the rake by adding two of the Railroad LMS Composite coaches which are exactly the same models. I'm not interested in super detailing them, I just really want to get them looking a bit better running around the layout. And there are a couple of main issues with these that really kind of limit how good they look. The first is that they don't have flush glazing, that's probably one of the main things, and the livery can be a little bit flat. So we'll look at some things that we'll do to just improve on these areas. First things first, let's get the coach to bits. So they are assembled, there are a set of clips in the middle of the coach, a set of 4 which join the glazing strip on, and then a set of clips at either end of the coach. So we'll start with the glazing strips in the middle. So we apply pressure to push the running board apart from the main body, push the clips inwards towards the centre, swap it round, do the other side, and then the centre section then loosens itself off. We then move to the clips at the bogies, and it's just a case of pushing these two clips towards each other. I'm using a screwdriver here, and then that should release the end of the coach. We repeat that at the other side, and then that should lift out the entire assembly. Really straightforward. You can then just turn the coach right way up, and then the top just lifts off. And once we've got the top and bottom sections separated, we can then just easily lift out the seating section. It just pulls out, it's not glued in. Now one of the main challenges is getting the glazing strip out because it is glued onto the inside of the body. And the way we do that, you can see where the glued sections are, and what we do is we find a section where there isn't any glue, we press on the window to push it inside, and then we gently slide a screwdriver underneath, and you can see that the glue lifts off. If we're very gentle about it, we just gradually slide it along, applying pressure all the time to the glass from the outside, such that it's separating the glass from the body side. So you can see we're just gently manoeuvring a screwdriver along while maintaining pressure all the time on the window on the outside, and eventually that glue will loosen off, provided we do it this way, because it is quite strongly glued, but this approach of having pressure from the outside seems to work. And I didn't have any problem getting the glazing sections out from 5 of these coaches. There we go. And then that'll just lift out easily. I then painted the interiors, very simple. It was matte leather on the floors and the walls, brick red on the third class seats, sort of medium blue on the first class seats, and white splodges for the anti-macassars, which don't look too carefully at them, it's not pretty. But once the window's on, it's not going to really be obvious. For the exterior then, there were a couple of things that really made quite a difference. The first was to paint the coach ends in Rail Match Black, which is a very nice satin coloured black. That really made a difference to the look and set off the maroon colour of the coaches. The second thing was a weathering effect. So the roof has been weathered in a sort of medium grey. The underframes were weathered in a mixture of matte leather and black. That was then sprayed up onto the sides, but the sides were then wiped clean with isopropanol once the weathering spray had dried. And that gives it a much more realistic looking sheen, and it's actually come up quite well, I think. And what we've done is retained a lot of the weathering into the cracks in the doors and around about the door hinges and things like that. A couple of little details, the door handles and things, they were picked out in sort of coppery bronze colour. And then we're on to the main upgrade, which is the glazing. And the glazing upgrade is using Flush-Glaze SE-46, which are, I think, vac formed, very fine sort of acetate sheets. And they're brilliant. They're only about £3 per coach. And that was the most time consuming bit, was to paint up all the lining on these windows, and then you just cut them out with a pair of scissors. You leave a little bit of surround on it to glue it actually in place. They push fit, perfect fit, and then they were glued with Mech Pack liquid adhesive, and they make a massive difference. They changed the whole look of the coach, and once we've got the windows in place, reassembly is really easy. We pop the seating section back into the main body, and then we clip the body onto the underframe, and that's them ready to roll. So we'll now have a little look at them running around the layout. Thanks very much for watching.